It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's all up next.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go here in Baltimore. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
First play from the 25, and they'll throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He runs with it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. DeMonte Casey in on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
Wilson going to throw right away. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, here's Cameron Johnston to punt for Pittsburgh. Deep for the Ravens, it's Deontay Hardy. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Ravens offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll motion over Flowers. Second down, Jackson. The ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge gain.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Gives up the middle to Harris. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's got his man. It's Pickens. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught by Van Jefferson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting the 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll motion over Flowers. Again, it's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Jackson up top again. To the goal line and in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Russ. This is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A first down throw for Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Jackson. Aguilar able to make the catch. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Austin now to return this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Wilson lines up in the pistol. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That one taken in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Steelers 14.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Aguilar goes off in motion. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
3rd and long for Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll motion over Flowers. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point try now for Tucker. It's up and good. And the Ravens go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete left side to Pickens. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Point after now from Tucker. His kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Austin now to return this. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Now a screen set up for Harris. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll try to run for it. And he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on 4th down. You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, uses his legs to pick up the 1st down, and they're still alive.
He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to...
That is caught by the tight end. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. A give right up the middle to Henry. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They have a 1st and goal. They'll try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. It's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.